soon it comes to June, there are some projects released at the end of May, and they are all magical in style. Champers and Tiger Bob, which we talked about in May, seems to going well from the perspective of development, especially Tiger Bob. Many influencers even don't know much about this project. We all know it has whitelist, and it said a day after the whitelist was minted that there were about 200s left. It also released news about Dutch auction, and we could check it through Discord. At the time of Dutch auction, the floor price of Tiger Bob was 1.9, and now it comes to about 2.5. I don't remember very clearly. Even though you get it from Dutch auction, you may gain much now. In June, I did some research carefully, but there's not too much new projects this month, so today's content will include some projects that have already released, and in my opinion are potential in the future. Let's look at a new message first. Kanye West is going to release a new NFT project, and he also filed some new trademark applications with his brand Yeezus. We can see the information from the Twitter. In fact, he posted on Instagram not long ago that stop asking him about the releasing of NFTs, and now we also know whether he has this plan. Goblin Town, what happened a few days ago, was basically a meme event. We can analyze it from a rational point first. Mooney himself is an influencer. He's a funny live streamer. He opened a Twitter space for a day, asking the questions about NFT. We also learned that the team knows a lot of influencers behind, and the team answered the questions with the language of Goblin. Sounded like BB and Baba. There are 2,000 people listening, even this AMA. Now we see that the floor price has reached 5.35. If you are following the project, go to see the wallet address of the first one I used to talk about it. We can go to see the top holders. It should be the wallet of Goblin. We see that there are 1,000 NFTs of Goblin, and we can see whether they are selling, or whether they are going to establish a brand. After all, it is a secret project. So we should be able to make some predictions by looking at the dynamics of the official wallet. Now I am using this NFTGO, since the competition between NFT tools is fierce, and their functions are almost the same, so I choose to use a free one. Let's take a look at some of the interesting projects in early June. The first one is this for the culture. Its success mainly depends on Shan's participation. If you don't know him, Shan is the co-founder of Godzilla. He published his first Twitter on May 31st, saying that there will be 5,000 NFTs for the new project, and he will give each one who mints the NFT 0.01 ETH. Also, those who make the first 5,000 comments will get the whitelist. Since the response is very enthusiastic, they just got to open a Discord, and Shan donated 20 ETH to make the number of the NFTs go to 6,969. We come to see its Twitter space. It's the same as Goblin's, with many people calling for the culture. Cybele, he is the founder of FDC, and it shows that he used to participate in the fluffy polar bears. The later stage will be the lottery of Discord, changing the avatar to the middle finger symbol, and following 100 people in this space. There are the ways of spreading, and we can see the floor pre-say has reached 0.285. There are many such projects recently, and their craze are also created by these coals. If you want to follow it, you should be cautious. Observe when you start to hold one. Now let's come to other project, called DEGEN KIDZ. This should be another Korean project and also Fremont. But this one is much better quality and is a GIF project. It also plays the feelings of DEGEN. In the introduction, it wrote some things about the 1990s and the millennium, which happen to be key consumers of the mainstream NFT market today. I mentioned the post-85s and post-90s and post-95s. You look at the elements in it, including the windows, paint, and Tamagotchi, and some other things. And there are definitely something of Kirby and Nintendo here. I don't know if Nintendo's legal personnel will come. We see it's Fremont. Now the floor price of OpenSea is 0.095, soon it will be 0.1, which seems to be okay. We find that it began to sell on the 7th and was sold out immediately, and many DEGENs went to mint. Whether we see from the team or the community, the quality seems to be okay so far. We see on Twitter that it posted the first post at the end of February, then in March some motions were sent. Its situation is similar to the current situation of BP. The type of its motion is quite similar to that of past. The latter is a whitelist for holders of Cool Cats, and it also has a LABZ pass. This seems to be more worthwhile. Now it is 0.164. This utility means that the projects of DEGEN Lab will have free mint, whitelist, airdrop and some other alpha things. Now it seems that this should not be a rug, but also a project that wants to build a brand. Next one is a project I've always liked. It's DEGEN TOONZ. It has some action since mid-May. The floor price of DEGEN TOONZ is now 1.29, and it was higher when it used to be 2 before, and it was 3.5 when we were looking at the highest. The gold and tiger properties of this series are very popular, and the floor price of the robot is also high. Then the Observer wrote an article about them. Basically they are a lifestyle brand. This narrative of his new work in May is quite interesting. Let's take a look. The first is that there appeared the outline of a new bunny character. The second is a file that shows that you can use a cat and a TNT to get a cat with smoke, and a cat with 3 TNTs can be combined into a mutant cat. We are more familiar with this one. The lower right corner is this mutant cat, and in the bottom there is a signature of Michael Jordan. This signature is not official yet, but I guess it is not just casually put there. The latter file shows that 3 TNTs can be combined into a radioactive explosive. It sent a message of June 22nd on the 7th, and you can watch for yourself. This DEGEN TOONZ is a project that I think will be good in June. Even if it won't go up a lot in the future, I recommend everyone to get one DEGEN TOONZ. Its community is also a very good community. Next one is MoonRabbits. It also has a primitive proof. Let's have a look of it. You must have 0.0369 ETH in your wallet. And why need to be a roll of proof collective? Then it was posted on Discord very early that it will be so LD to public on June 9th, and it also needs 0.0369 ETH in your wallet, and then follow Twitter to register. As it writes, no Discord, no roadmap, only FOMO, and profiteering. It's up to everyone to judge. Next one is this FIGUREOUT. Its Discord also published very early. At that time, there were only a few thousand followers. Although it was a 3D project, it was good in terms of the overall project quality and the current faux lower quality. Twitter currently has 70k followers. This artist is called Jess Wiseman. The development team is West Coast NFT. This development team is also the team for Doodles and First. Jess Wiseman is also a very experienced artist who has collaborated with Reebok, Carlo Megan, and Little Baby Megan, and Little Baby are celebrities who started playing NFT and are also an important influencers. There is no roadmap yet, but the overall quality of the team and the community are good. Next one is Looney Tunes. It will sell to public on June 21st. It's the cartoon brand of Bugs Bunny. This is an article they posted on The Hollywood Reporter. If you are interested, you can read it. They have issued a series of NFT cards before, just like the NFT cards released by various manufacturers. We can see on the website. There are pros and cons. Its new content is mainly around Tweety Bird, the yellow bird of this cartoon. Some time is given below. Snapshot is on June 15th, pre-sale on June 20th, public sale on June 21st. This is hard to say, because we have seen many external big brands or big IPs want to make NFT avatars or some other attempts before, but the NFT community doesn't seem to like this set. But this Looney Tunes, its style is liked by NFT degens, so it is hard for us to judge. The project may seem not expensive, so we can have a try. All these left are the previously mentioned projects. They're finally going on sale. Lonely Pop is going to sell on June 16th. Sneaker Heads is going to sell on June 18th. It removes the features on the shoes of Nike, another brand, so I don't know how it will be. And now we can't just judge a project by its number of followers on Twitter. The last one is Possessed, which I personally like. It said it will on sale on mid-June, but no exact date, so we keep following the news on Twitter and Discord. If you have any ideas, you can share with us. So much for today's content. See you in next video.